For some entertainers, stardom can come at an early age. It takes someone with undeniable talent, charisma, and charm to make an impact at such a young age. In his new book, Hustle Harder, Hustle Smarter, 50 Cent went on to say that true stars have a combination of 4 things: great material, a high-energy live performance, a unique appearance, and a strong personality. James Charles Lewis III, also known as Lil JJ, would possess all 4 when he was first introduced to viewers on TV. It's a rare thing to see a child actor continue momentum into adulthood. Many of them are forgotten. In the mid-2000s, Lil JJ was up next when he came to child entertainers. He was a staple of Nickelodeon and even got his own sitcom and held his own on the comedy stage. Now, despite his quick path to success, we've seen less of Lil JJ on TV and movie screens. Here's why we stopped seeing Lil JJ. Lil JJ was born James Charles Lewis III on October 31st, 1990 in Little Rock, Arkansas. According to his own words, his first big audience would be his classmates in school. While in the 5th grade, Lewis would eventually catch the attention of one of his teachers, Ken Bright, who couldn't help but notice the natural talent of his young student. Rather than scolding JJ for his antics, Bright would approach JJ with the possibility of performing at a poetry show. And, well, the rest was history, as JJ would destroy the stage that night. According to a story in the Washington Post, JJ and his teacher then started crafting together some of his early material and began crafting his show at comedy clubs across Little Rock. After some time and with the approval of JJ's mother, Bright would eventually leave his job and become JJ's full-time manager to take things on the road. And 2 years later, things would pay off, as JJ would enter BET's talent competition coming to the stage at just the age of 13. Despite performing for a mostly older crowd, Lewis would be able to use his age as a tool and surprise the audience that night with his wit and charm, as he would go on to win the competition. And from that moment, he was labeled a child phenom. After winning coming to the stage, Lewis would then start hitting other notable comedy stages like The Tonight Show with Jay Leno and BET's hit comedy show Comic View. And in 2005, he will become a cast member on Nickelodeon's sketch comedy show, All That. In addition to television, Lewis would also go on to make appearances in films like Yours, Mine, and Ours and Beauty Shop with Queen Latifah in 2005. As his stardom continued to rise, Lewis then made a couple music video cameos in Chris Brown's Yo, Excuse Me Miss, Sean Kingston's Beautiful Girls, and Nelly's Stepped on My J's. Everyone wanted the young kid from Arkansas. And in 2007, Lewis got the opportunity that adults in the business strive for, his own sitcom, Just Jordan, on Nickelodeon. The series starred Lewis playing an alternate version of himself named Jordan's James Lewis, a 16-year-old who had just moved from Little Rock, Arkansas to LA to work at his grandfather's diner. He's got tremendous presence for someone so young. We thought he was going to be a star, and I know that sounds very reductive, but he does have that thing, said the executive vice president of Nickelodeon Television. Though everything seemed to be going well for Lewis and his new show, the series would only see a total of 29 episodes due to production being stopped over the Writers Guild strike, causing Nickelodeon to cancel the promising show. Only 2 seasons of the show was produced. In 2008, he would release his first ever comedy special called Almost Grown. That same year after the series was canceled, Lewis continued acting, however. He had a recurring role on The Secret Life of an American Teenager and appeared in the movie Janky Promoter starring Ice Cube and Mike Epps. At the time, Lewis was primarily known for his comedic work, but he started to expand into other genres with recurring roles in Men of a Certain Age and The Killing. But just like that, Lewis began appearing less and less than what people remember. According to research, he would decide to take a break from entertainment and enrolled himself into college. While in college, he would pledge to the Omega Psi Phi fraternity. I came back home to go to school. You gotta step away a little bit and get rid of some distractions. I got my associates out the way. Now, if fans have been paying attention to JJ, he's also showcased his love for rapping, and in recent years, the child prodigy started releasing music under the alias Big JJ or simply J. Lewis. And for a while, it would appear that music became his new focus. However, in 2012, as a way to get back into the comedy spotlight, he would then join the series The Ricky Smiley Show, playing Brandon, the son of Ricky Smiley on the series. The show, however, would end in 2014. And after a few years of smaller roles, Lewis would get another opportunity to get back in front of viewers as he would join the cast of Wild 'N Out, where he remains a cast member to this day. Now, unfortunately, like many in entertainment, it seems that Lewis had to deal with inconsistent, lucrative opportunities. Along with going back to school, it appears that he would end up working a 9-to-5 behind the scenes. Back in September 2018, Lewis posted a picture of himself on social media. "Somebody tell Tyler Perry I need an offer too. My odd job hustle is impeccable. Shouts out to everybody working 9-to-5 to survive. Slow money is better than no money. Time waits on no man, and sitting on my ass ain't an option. Working." Lewis was referring to actor Jeffrey Owens, who played Elvin for 7 seasons on The Cosby Show. Owens was photographed working at a Trader Joe's when the picture went viral. It wasn't too long before Tyler Perry called him with an acting role. For now, Lewis can be seen as a cast member on Wild 'N Out and recently toured for the play remake of 1996's Set It Off. Although he shifted from the Nickelodeon persona he had with audiences, Lewis still has years ahead of him to remind us of his natural gift that got him first noticed since the hallways of his elementary.